On the posterior point of view, the main thing we're looking for is any type of asymmetrical weight shift. What that means is we're favoring one side over the other. So let's talk about what that looks like. So Kim's going to face the wall here and place her arms up as if she's doing the overhead squat. And as she squats down, you can see that she's going to shift her weight over to one side or the other, and she may not even be aware she's doing it. Sometimes it's really obvious, and sometimes it's more subtle, and what you're going to look for is how much of the top of the quad can you see on one side versus the other. Now, the reason that may happen, the first thing I would do is I would ask Kim, did you have an injury on your left side? And that may be why she's shifting away from that to try to favor it and protect it. If that's the case, or if that's not the case, what we really want to focus on is doing a lot of unilateral work and try to get that left side to be just as strong as the right side. We can also do something called reactive neuromuscular training. So let's look at what both of those things look like. Since Kim had a deviation and was shifting over to her right, I want to do some single leg exercise with her. So we can do a squat, but single leg variation. So what I'm going to have Kim do here is do a single leg box squat, but with that right leg only, which was her strong side that she was shifting towards. So as she does a couple reps of these, I can see that she's pretty stable and pretty strong with those, her knees tracking over her second and third toe. If I have her switch her legs and do the left side instead, I may see some imbalances here with some shakiness, shifting away from that leg, and her hip, knee, and ankle not properly lined up the same way it was on the right. So by focusing on some single leg exercises can be one of the ways that I can fix this. The other thing that we can do is some reactive neuromuscular training, which we're going to need a resistance band for. So for the reactive neuromuscular training, I want to place a band around Kim's waist here, and I'm going to feed the mistake with that. So remember, she was shifting to her right, so what I'm going to do is as she's squatting, I'm going to be pulling to her right. And as you can see, naturally, what her body wants to do is she wants to feed that mistake and fight against the band. So it's going to help autocorrect her and have her squat in a more upright, even position.